Good evening and welcome to the St. Mary's College grounds here. It's the Tiger Tanks Secondary Schools Football League. It's a championship division in the North Zone, and we have two of the leading teams on top. St. Mary's, they are in their traditional blue and white outfits. They're up against the Trinity College Moka team. We have the starting lineups. Starting for St. Mary's, we have in goal Tyrese Henry. He'll be sporting number 1 jersey, number 2 Nicholas Manswell, number 4 Mali Kalinda, number 5 Mikhail Pascal, number 12 Romario Nelson, number 13 Dallon Riley, number 21 Harrison Parks, number 18 Christopher Brooks, number 9 Jamal Thomas, number 10 Kyle Phillip, and number 11 around the north starting lineups, Josiah Cornell. For the college team, we have number 1 in goal, Jaden Ukalas, number 4 Lemuel Hercules, number 10 Limroy Ollis, number 18 Bendick Russell, number 13 Dante Thomas, number 9 Antonio Cole, number 2 Amari Jaden Amani, number 19 Jaden Christopher, number 7 Miguel Fanfuss, number 5 Kendall King, and wrong of lineups we have number 3 Josiah Daniel. So we see the St. Mary's College team starting briskly, but coming across the back there we have Amani, and he's caught in possession. Ball played wider. Picking up there St. Mary's, sorry. Headed further forward. And coming across and claiming is Elias. Here the skipper of St. Mary's just shaking off a challenge. Ball wider. The early chance here. And then flashing it wide with the goal almost at his mercy there was the number 13 Riley. The rebound just falling kindly for Riley, but he was unable to get a shot on target. Hercules will take this one. And he bangs the ball forward. Cut out Riley. Nice ball wider. And he's able to win his team a corner. Well, the St. Mary's College faithful, they're up and about here this afternoon. St. Mary's College, they lead the North Zone in the race to the Big Five, to the North Zone Championship. And then the Big Five honors Riley. Ball across, a bit too far forward. Parks, though, would have chased it down. And a good interchange there between those two. Ball across. Oh, it falls to Riley, who took a bit of a heavy touch. So St. Mary's starting on the front foot. The Trinity team under some early pressure. Of course, they would have signed up a bit of a preseason contract with Turbinex. And that sponsorship included kits, as you would see, the Turbinex Ascension kits. Also assistance in terms of their coaching. So they will definitely be looking to do well this season. Losing out there was Brooks, Christopher Brooks. But it's going to be a throw-in. Limroy. He leaves it for Benedict Russell. Russell with a long throw. Strong defensive header. And then just cleared up field there by Parks. Beautiful ball wider. In a foot race, he's been lively up this left-hand side. Ball across. Bit of miscommunication between those two at the back. Then Riley able to do some defensive work, just forcing back Cole. But then Parks wins out. And the ball played wider to on the overlap. There was the wing back, but they lose out. And here they come. Good strong defensive challenge by Kalinda. Ball played wider. It would have been aimed. And it seems like the legendary coach from former St. Augustine, as well as a Rima North coach. That's Michael Grayson. Diane Pitcher. It seems like he's at St. Mary's. A man who would have won a number of intercol titles, both at Arima as well as with the Mean Green Machines, St. Augustine Secondary. Beautiful ball though, played by St. Mary's, the ball across. And looking to get forward here. But then that ball played into touch off of Cole. Yeah, so Michael Grayson in charge of the St. Mary's College bench. You can also see on the opposite side Dave Kwamina, the coach of the Lahokota Rangers team. He's there at Trinity. Parks. Beautiful ball across. Just headed clear. Still not headed clear. And just putting it into touch under some pressure. Coach Grayson, a very intellectual, cerebral coach. You can see his books are in his hands. You're going to see a very organized St. Mary's team when you see Coach Michael Grayson around. Their build-up are going to be quite fluent. Winning out there was Marley Kalinda. Just giving out some instructions there. It's going to be a throw into Romario Nelson. Nelson with the throw-in. Skipper Parks. But just losing out. And then across comes Kalinda. He wins and then bangs it upfield. It's aimed at the forward. He's in it. Oh, great recovery tackle. There by the defender. It was a beautiful ball over. It looked like Phillips. He got in front of the defender, but just allowing him to get back. And it was the needle who was able to get that latch dish tackle in. But it's going to be a corner. Ball played forward. St. Mary's. It's been all St. Mary's thus far. And just having straight offside. Picking the defender's pocket here nicely. But then the defender coming back, able to win that one out. That was Manswell. And St. Mary's building quickly. Manswell, they're banging that ball off the Trinity Moka player. It's been no respite for this Trinity Moka team. The St. Mary's team have come, and they've come in waves. Kalinda. Good skill there by Parks. But then he gives it away. But it's Kalinda back who just wins it, and not the best of clearances. And the defender just calling, that's Pascal, calling his wing back, Pascal, to give him some width, give him some options. Long throw forward. Ball played forward. Pascal. Manswell. Then the ball just punt downfield. Good strong defensive header. Parks winning that duel in the middle. Riley winning out here again. And then trying to get his attacking player going. The two defenders getting into a bit of a tangle. Coach Dave Commoner just up, gesticulating, trying to get his team to settle. They've been under the cosh thus far earlier on in this one. Jamal Thomas, trying from an acute angle. Thus far it's been all St. Mary's College. Well, they sit on top of the North Zone. And by this performance thus far, they're showing the reason why. The very experienced coach, Michael Grayson, on the bench for them. Riley, nice 1-2. He goes back to Nelson. Nelson exchanging passes there with Cornell. Cornell just cut out. So a lot of gesticulation there by the Trinity College Moka team. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Town Secondary Schools football action. It's in Mary's College up against Trinity Moka. St. Mary's College 0 at this point. Trinity Moka 0. This corner taken by Kyle Phillip. The big guys from the back has come forward. Ball cleared across. Goes completely over. Not the best of deliveries. So St. Mary's College on top of the North Zone. They'll be looking to get into the Big Five. And from there, return to the Premiership Division. Of course, not often you see St. Mary's College down in the Championship Division. It's not the first time that it has happened though. But they have always been able to respond in the very next season. Ball wider. Going for a bit of a run is Cornell. Ball played all the way across. Will it be kept in play? It has been. Ball across. Oh, just flashing wide. So it's been all one-way traffic thus far. Trinity Colleges, they've been under the cush. The St. Mary's College team in their traditional blue and white stripes outfit with their white pants and white socks. There we seeing them just knocking that ball around, stroking it around really. Picking apart this Trinity Moka team. They yet to find a response. A bit of a miss header there. And they just had the opportunity to get forward, but it was snuffed out. Manswell exchanging passes with Pascal. Gets to the skipper Harrison Parks. He comes wider to Riley. Parks. Riley. He has a skipper wider. Riley with the ball across the area. Not able to get on to it was Cornell, but he finally retrieves. Nelson with the early ball in. Not the best of deliveries. And Trinity Moka able to come forward. Ball played forward. It was aimed at their big number 19, Christopher. But smooth into passing. Riley. Shot from distance. Oh, it's into the back of the net. Finding the net there was... It looked like the number 18, Brooks, Christopher Brooks, who bags one. So St. Mary's College, they lead this one. It was a beautiful build-up. Riley slipping the ball through, and with great composure, it was Christopher Brooks finishing at the near post. He puts his team up. So St. Mary's, they lead 1-0 in this one. They totally dominated the early proceedings, and finally they are rewarded. Is there a response from the Trinity Moka team? Parks, the goal scorer Brooks. And then it just goes out. It's going to be Manswell show. Nikolai Manswell. Brooks with a bit of an errant pass. Trinity Moka trying to come forward, but that ball just cleared up field. Riley finds Parks. Park with an early ball across, but out comes keeper Jaden Ulachulas. And here they come again. But losing out there was Riley. Good small interchange of passes, but too much of passes in a very small area. And Philip sends away Cornell. He would have been offside. The referee assistant just raising their flag. Michael Grayson up from the bench, giving out early instructions. Ball banged upfield. Drops to Riley. Cornell. Losing out. Nelson called for the foul. Nelson for the foul on Thompson. Very exciting fixture here. Captain Parks, he's been outstanding for his team in the center of the pitch. Leroy losing out. Still Leroy is able to pick it up and going for a bit of a run. Trying to do a bit too much there, but he's able to get the ball to Thompson. Good skill by Thompson. Still Thompson. Thompson. And he goes down under the challenge. In fact, it wasn't Thompson. It was Leroy. Urging his team forward. Ball whipped inside. Cleared out. Parks first to it. It's wider to Parks, who would have continued his run. But coming across is the big stopper, Daniil, and just puts it into the nearest touch. Already seeing a St. Mary's College player asking to be substituted. Seems like he was struck in the stomach. I'm sure an old school coach like Michael Grayson would have been telling him, hey, youngster, suck it up, get your breathing proper and continue. We're not going to waste a substitution, at least until about halftime, unless it was a serious injury. Seems like he would have gone down. A signal into the stomach area. It seems to be Cornell, Josiah Cornell. The team physio just out there, just telling him to get his breathing correct. And the substitution, it seems like it's going to be made. He's just holding his stomach. Water being passed on to the St. Mary's College boys. The referee just calling back on the players. And we see the number 7 seems like he's going to be making his entrance. And he's on. Off is Josiah Cornell. Well, as the saying goes, stranger things has happened. And there's a shot from distance. So shortly we'll have the substitute for you. So it's on the number 7, Ryan Redelant. And here's a ball. So it's number 7, the substitute, Ryan Redelant. Wiley just wing out, falls to Parks. Skipper Parks turns away from the challenge. But then, ball just give him away. And here comes Redelant. Ball aimed at Philip. Exchanging passes with Redelant. Redelant stroking that ball inside. The ball across, looking for the return pass. And a bit too far forward. So if you're just joining us, you're watching secondary schools action. Another St. Mary's College player has gone down. And jogging out there is the team physio, Junior Maxwell. Assistant coach as well. So Junior Maxwell out. Going down there is Riley. One of the St. Mary's College players already substituted because of injury. That's Josiah Connell. An off the ball injury really. Not only Riley has stayed on, another player has gone down as well. So they're dropping like flies. Totally dominating the proceedings in terms of the football played. But it seems like they're not as durable as the players used to be. And it seems like another another substitution. So Brooks, the goal scorer Brooks, from that signal there, from Junior Maxwell, it seems like it's going to be another substitution. But in the meantime, the ball falls to Thomas. Parks. Still Parks. Going for a bit of a run. Parks still. Still Parks. But then he's just ushered out of it. And then coming across. So another substitution about to be made. We'll see who it is. And I just remember in my days, of course, it's never good to play injured. But in my days, you play hurt a long time. Good skill there. Ball played back across. Remember, St. Mary's down to 10 men. And Dylan. Good work there by Philip. Ball played over the top. And there it's cleared up the field. Trinity, though, there's been very much under the cush. St. Mary's, though down to 10 men, have been able to repel all that they have to offer. They've totally dominated, and there we see the early substitution. Another one. 2 first half substitutions. With 30 minutes yet it's gone. That's Aguilera Nunes. Roll Aguilera Nunes. The pronunciation may be Raul Aguilera Nunes. A total football name. Sounds like a name from the La Liga. Ball played through here. Just a bit too far forward. So Raul Aguilera Nunes. It's going to be a throw-in. So 2 first half subs coming off Josiah Connell. And then the goal scorer, Christopher Brooks. A strong challenge there on the number 9. Riley spring it wider to Ryan Redelant. Manswell. Nunes finds Parks with a shot. Just over the bar. So 2 first half substitutions because of 2 injuries. Going out first was Josiah Cornell. He was replaced by Ryan Wendelton. And then Christopher Brooks coming off, and Raul Aguilera Nunes replacing him. Yeah, there we see the throw. Nunes. Riley. Ryan Wendelton. Good skill by him. Cuts inside and gets his left foot shot off. It's charged down. And then the infringement just taking place. You're seeing one of the fans very animated on the far side. Trinity Moka in red. Shot from distance. Was aimed at Christopher, but hit a bit too far forward. Hans Akimbo, coach Dave Comina, also the coach of Lahokata Rangers. Ball headed out. It's going to be a throw-in for. It's going to be a throw-in for St. Mary's. Ball headed clear. Skipping past one challenge and the other. The ball laid back. It falls. Oh my goodness me. Ryan Wendelton, the substitute with the easiest of tasks. It was a beautiful build-up, shaking off the challenge. There was Thomas. It was laid on a platter. He miskicked the first time. In fact, he never got proper connection and allowed the keeper to be able to recover. Ball just cleared up into the air. Riley comes all the way across to Jamal Christopher. Laid back to Parks. St. Mary's, or CIC, the Saints as they are commonly called, toying really with this Trinity Moka team. They've totally dominated possession. Thomas again just teeing up Philip. Unable to really clear their lines, Trinity Moka. And when they do, it's easily handled. A mistake though by Manswell, but coming across to clear things up for him is his stopper, who then gives away the ball. And here they come, Trinity's the early ball over. Keeper comes though. That's Henry, comes and claims easily. And then they're able to come forward just a bit overhit. There you see the coach just putting up his hands, telling them relax a bit. A lot of conversation, a lot of instruction being given out there by Coach Michael Grayson. Someone who fits the title Professor. Professor Michael Grayson. Nice into passing there between Riley and Ryan Wendelton. And there he gets a shot off. Easily handled by the goalkeeper Jaden. His punt downfield though falls to Nelson, who finds Thompson. Brilliant pass there by Philip. Goes wider to Thomas. Thomas to Nunes. Nunes with a shot. Oh, and Parks with a follow-up. Putting it over So beautiful build-up play here by the St. Mary's team. It was Thomas. He found Nunes. Nunes' shot was deflected. And then Parks, the skipper, running in, should have done a whole lot better. Harrison Parks. He would be asking back for that opportunity. So really, St. Mary's bossing this fixture. There we see the player on the far side being lifted across. So it seems to be a serious injury there to Christopher Brooks. You always want to see your players moving around on their own strength. So he seems to be seriously injured. But here's Riley, who's been a tower of strength in the midfield for the St. Mary's College. The midfield pair of Parks and Riley has totally bossed this game. Nice 1-2. Manswell keeping it in play. Finding Ryan Redenton. His delivery though leaves a lot to be desired. So St. Mary's College here playing on the front foot. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Tank Secondary School's football action. It's St. Mary's College up against Trinity Moka. St. Mary's College leading this one 1-0. They got their goal off the boot of Christopher Brooks. Well, Christopher Brooks, though, he has been substituted with an injury. Here's Parks. Parks with a shot. Oh! Just pushed over by the keeper, Jaden. So it's been loads of pressure here by the St. Mary's College outfit. For those of you who know the St. Mary's College ground, they're kicking from south to north in this the first half. And if this is the kind of domination they're getting in terms of possession and opportunities, I do not want to see the second half. But it's Riley. Riley with the ball across. Getting his boot to it was Jamal Thomas. Putting it wide. I'm really shocked at the quality I'm seeing, or the lack thereof, from the Trinity Moka team. Seeing that they would have gotten the added incentive in terms of sponsorship, in terms of coaching experience and expertise. I was expecting a lot more from them. They yet to really question the St. Mary's College team. The keeper for St. Mary's College, Tyrese Henry, has been a mere spectator. In the meantime, keeper Jaden for the Trinity Moka team, he's had to be very active. Nunes. Philip flashing over. Nunes just putting that ball to Philip. And Philip just leaning back, just losing his footing on connection there. One thing that you're seeing they're really moving this ball silky smooth all around the area. The build-up of St. Mary's has been quite impressive. So it seems like the Saints are going to be marching on in this one. Early days yet, but already you're thinking that they've totally dominated proceedings. They've strung passes together. They've brought the ball from one side to the other. There you're seeing nice flicks and tricks. Teeing up Riley with a shot. It's been charged down. Goes out for a corner. Another one of those corners. It's been all St. Mary's College. Trinity Moka, sorry, will be looking for some respite. Here the ball banged across. Still not cleared. And the infringement just being called by the referee there on Nunes, the substitute, Raul Aguilera Nunes. Cleared up field. One back. Strong challenge, but ruled by Philip. Falls to Thomas, and then it goes right at Ryan Redent. Riley just being infringed upon by Limroy. More frustration more than anything else. Riley staying on a second or two. Dylan Riley. Standing over this one is Riley. Dylan Riley. Let's look at the delivery. Unable to keep his header down. Seemed to be Kalinda in the far post. The big guys from the back just coming up. Trying to get them the head state. He got his head state, but wasn't able to keep it down. So as we approach halftime in this one, St. Mary's College, they lead this 1-1 versus Trinity Moka. It's the Tiger Town Secondary Schools football action. It's the championship division, the North Zone. Moka looking to come. He gets past his man. Ball teed up. And just when he was about to pull the trigger, a slip, and Thomas wins out, finds his skipper, Parks wider to Ryan Vidante. Ball headed clear, easily handled by Nelson. Nelson coming and winning that challenge there on Christopher. Coming to take the throw is Benedict Russell. Asking for movement. A lot of gesticulating there by Coach Dave Comina. Only recently, he would have won the Ascension League with his star-studded Terminex Lahokota Rangers. So it's player would have straight offside. It's going to be St. Mary's College ball. And Kalinda going short. Taste Captain Parks. Ball over. Good defensive header there by the defender. Able to head it back to his keeper. And then it's banged up field. Winning out and coming forward is Pascal. Ball played through. Headed clear by Kalinda. Falls to Christopher. Christopher going for a bit of a run. Comes up against Nelson. Nelson winning that battle. Kalinda winning out. But then he just gives it away, and here comes Benedict Russell. Manswell winning out. But it falls nicely here. Not able to keep it in play. The ball deemed to have been kept in play. I love to see that replay. Ball banged upfield. And here going on a bit of his own run is Kyle Phillip. Ball played out. So there you'll see, not that one, when you see the ball play out. Continuing a little further. It was played wider. And look at it. You decide all the way home if that ball would have gone or would have not gone. No flag by the referee assistant. He would have been just about 2 yards away, if so much, for those who know what a yard is. Riley with a shot. Oh, it's off the upright. So just before halftime whistle, Riley from Notting with a shot that flew off the upright. And going for the spectacular was Thomas. And Riley with the shot, it just banged off the upright. Keeper Jada knew little about it. So St. Mary's College, they've been all over this Trinity Moka team. And that's the halftime whistle. So at the half in this one, St. Mary's College lead 1-0. They got their goal off the boot of Christopher Brooks. They lead 1-0 versus Trinity Moka. We're going to the break. When we come back, we have more action on the other side. You see the ball passing the line?
No, that is item next. You should never Trinity. Item next. She should have given it to you. Yeah, this time I got chance. I have to get it. Yeah, no, item maybe we have to get that one. I understand. Working with all that is like we. Wait too, right? Yeah, thanks. ambulance van.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We're getting ready for second action here at the St. Mary's College ground. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League action. It's a championship division. St. Mary's College group leaders. They're up against Trinity Moka in the first half. Trinity St. Mary's College, they lead 1-0. They got their goal off Christopher Brooks. He was injured and substituted in that very first half. Two substitutions through injury. Josiah Cornell and Christopher Brooks. But it's St. Mary's College, yes, the CIC faithful, who lead 1-0 versus Moka. In the first half, St. Mary's College, they totally dominated proceedings. Trinity Moka will try to change things around in the second half. They're trying to go past the defense of Pascal. Was Christopher, but he loses out. And coming forward, we see here the St. Mary's College team smooth into passing as they displayed in the first half. Thomas finding his skipper Parks. Parks finding Thomas. Exchanging passes, but then Parks being fouled. Nunes take it the free kick quickly. Thomas, and then it goes out for a corner. It's going to be a corner. There you see the stands always packed when the St. Mary's College team is on the pitch. Of course, St. Mary's College down in the championship this year. They'll be looking to get back up into the premiership. They're on top in the North Zone. When he will seal their place as champions. There's a header. Will seal their place as champions of the North Zone, which will pave the way for them to play in the Big Five. A victory in the Big Five, or finishing in the top 3 of the Big Five, will see their return to the premiership. Of course, where all the St. Mary's old boys will feel they belong. But it's going to be Captain Parks curling inside. Oh, it's headed down. And Nunes, the substitute, gets his name on the scorecard. It was a beautiful flighted ball by Harrison Parks. And the substitute, Raul Aguilera Nunes, the first man to react. He got his head to it. Floated up. It seemed to be an own goal. I'd love to see it again, but Nunes is claiming it. Let's see it one more time. It's up. Yeah, that's all over Nunes' head. It's a defender, the big number 3, Daniel. But Nunes claims it. He'll be hoping that there's no replays on the ground. So he'll get his name on the scorecard. But as the saying goes, whoever scores, as long as my team scores, we're up. So St. Mary's here starting the first half the same way. They ended the second half on the front foot and with an early goal. Ryan Redontel falls to Nelson. Nelson takes Captain Parks. Parks trying to get Nunes Aguilera going. Riley aimed there at Thomas, just a bit too far forward. So just as I was saying in the first half, if you notice in Mary's College grounds, when you're kicking from north, south to north, if you're on the ascendancy, when you're kicking the other way, as in Mary's College is kicking down north to south, going down the hill, the pressure is going to be relentless on this Trinity Moka team. Ran with Philip finding Riley a little wider to Thomas. Thomas with a shot! Flashing wide. So the Trinity Moka team unable to come out of their own half. Under pressure right now. Ball banged upfield. Ball cleared. And here they come. Ball play through. Chipping past one. And a shot from distance. Charged down by the defense. And then Riley picks up. Able to find his skipper. They've definitely bossed the midfield area. Ah, he goes over the top. Late. Will the referee go into her card book? Going down in a pile, there was Amani. Limroy there. Arriving late. And there we see the lawyer Ian Brooks at the far side. Just gesticulating. Yeah. Prominent criminal lawyer Ian Brooks in white and grey. Oh, he was having a discussion with one of the supporters. The referee there not issuing any card. It was a harsh challenge. The player coming in late there was the impressive Dylan Riley. But he just went over the ball. Lucky to get away without a card. Just having straight offside there was Benedict Russell. Romario Nelson. Ball punt upfield. Turning one way, then the other. And then just losing out. Skipping past the challenge here. Ryan Redant. Or Delant. I have to get the pronunciation correct. Or Delant. But it falls to Trinity Moka. Ball cleared in field. And I think Riley's finally going to find himself in the referee's book. Yeah, he gets into the referee's book. Dylan Riley, the infringement here on the number 14. Riley would have escaped unscathed a while ago. But definitely the referee had enough. Riley's been very good for the St. Mary's team. And that's Roach. Malachi Roach. Who goes down for the Trinity Moka team. Oh, and there you see the keeper. He's a recent national keeper, Brafet Jabari. Just doubling up as a physio. He's the keeper for the Rangers team. Oh, Jabari Sintile, sorry. Yes, it's Jabari Sintile, the assistant coach here. So Jabari Sintile doubling up as an assistant coach, beginning his coaching career quite early. He's a very young man. Recently called to the national team. Here, ball from distance. Goes into... dropping out of the hands of the keeper. That was Hercules putting that one over. And then the ball just punt upfield. Clear downfield. Parks. Searching ball. But it's cut out. And then just banged upfield. A lot of hitting and hoping done by this Trinity Moka team. Definitely expected more from them, knowing that they would have gotten the expertise of Coach Dave Commoner. But you're seeing a lot of hitting and hoping. They yet to really make 5 constructive passes going forward. It's been all St. Mary's College in terms of constructive play going forward. Nelson here. Wider to Ryan. He wins out. Nunes to the overlapping Nelson. Nelson looking to go for a bit of a run here. Strong challenge coming across and putting it into touch. Was the defender Miguel? So St. Mary's, you could hear the faithful with their cries. And when the Saints go marching home, shot from distance that was just pushed out by goalkeeper Jaden. Julius Riley going to take this corner. He's going to take this with the right boot. He's going to be curling inward. Ball knocked across. Headed down by the skipper. The ball still not cleared. It's been claimed. And the referee books a player, it seems, for a handball. So it's going to be a penalty. A lot of confusion in the area. Riley, he hung it up in the air. Parks headed it down. Oh, yes, it was in. And a player on the goal line just flapped his hands at it. Now, if, right, I was now about to say, the referee could have allowed the goal if she had deemed it to pass the line. But anytime she had blown for the handball and issued the yellow card, she definitely will have to call it back for it to be a penalty. So it's going to be Riley. He's been dominant for the St. Mary's College team. So he'll be looking to get his name on the scorecard to join his compatriot and teammate Christopher Brooks. Nunes would have claimed one, but I would have think that would have been an own goal on Josiah Donnell. So let's see what Riley's going to do. Riley up against Jaden. And he finishes it calmly. So St. Mary's College, they go up 3-0 here. And there we see the jig. The celebration is on. St. Mary's College, the College of the Immaculate Conception, CIC, they lead this one 3-0 versus Trinity Moka. Look at it again. The keeper with all types of shenanigans. It did not put off Riley. He slotted it calmly past goalkeeper Jaden Ola. And he celebrates with the fans. Riley adds his name to the scorecard. And it seems like St. Mary's have added the final nail in this coffin. Ryan Randilant, ball cleared down, shot from distance, and just dragged wide. So it seems to be some action on the bench. No, staying down was Riley. This St. Mary's team has stayed down a lot. And there you see Riley just limping to go off. Seems to be that there will be some changes to be made. Coach Junior Maxwell giving some instruction there. And so it's Riley is going to go off. And coming on is Young, Nathan Young. So in is Nathan Young, out. The impressive Dylan Riley. Yeah, and that ball just being ushered out there by the Trinity Moka player. Ball played forward. Bit of a heavy touch. Young with his first action. Find Thompson. Thompson with the ball aimed forward. It seemed like Parks has gone into a more advanced position. But here comes Trinity. They seem to think that this one is not done and dusted just yet. And Thomas playing it forward. Finding Parks. Parks with 3 for company. On a bit of a run, a ball across. The ball not cleared. Finally it's cleared. And then shot from distance. Ball just banged upfield. Nelson. Just having straight offside there would have been the attacking player for Trinity. Off and then on again. So it's going to be Marley Kalinda with this free kick. Ball punt downfield. Strong commanding header. Ball played wider. Going for a bit of a run here is the ever willing to run Christopher. But then he just loses out and it's calmly played wider to Ryan Redente. Skipper Parks ushered off the ball and able to come forward with it is Trinity. And Kalinda just jogs across. Marley Kalinda, he has all the room and time to take his time and play. And he plays it forward. Nelson. Ryan going for a bit of a run here. Skips past one challenge, then the other. Ball has gone out and it's going to be a corner. Nelson. Ball across. Good strong challenge. And just having straight offside or stayed offside would have been Nelson. So just about 65 minutes gone in this one. St. Mary's College leading this one 3-0. Trinity Moka trying to at least pull one back for their team. Ball cleared up field. Looking to go for a bit of a run here. Oh, he's brought down. Oh, is it in the area? The referee running across to see if it's in the area or not. The players would have pointed to the area had it been in the area though. It's just at the edge of the area. And then the referee, very professional with a marker. I remember when the marker was new, it was a big thing for the referee to run across and mark the spot and then take 10 pieces off and mark it. Old school, we just mark it without boots. 2 tap on the ground and you're able to know the spot. But we always follow the international trends. And of course, I'm not against best practice. So the referee just run out with her marker and just marking the spot there. Trinity Moka, though, they'll like to mark the spot with a goal. They've been totally out of this one, totally outplayed. Ball across. And then it goes all the way across and it's Ryan who has the opportunity to clear. And finally, he just clears it downfield. Nunes winning out here. Finds Young. Young with a ball aimed at Philip. Philip skips past one challenge. Still Philip, Kyle Philip, waiting for support. And then he goes back to Parks. Harrison Park. Park with the ball across. That was Nikolai Manswell. Manswell back to Young. Young all the way across to Nelson. Nelson with a shot from distance. Ambitious to say the least. Ball banged upfield. It's gonna go out of play. Yeah, it seems to be Aaron Board, an old UE mate at the far side. He normally runs on evenings. I think that's him at the end here. Quite sure it's not him. Ryan with the ball across, easily handled by the keeper, confidently too as well, and then he just bangs it upfield. Good skill there by Cole. Plays the ball across and it's going to be played into touch. Something I've also recognized, you know, the keeper, the uniform of the keeper on the Tiger Tanks, sorry, the Terminex team, that's the Trinity Moka team. Of course, St. Mary's, proud sponsor of St. Mary's cricket team, Tiger Tanks. You're seeing the poster there. I'll continue after this throw here from Russell Benedict. Ball across, and then it's just muffed out. Young just over pushing. But Nunes doing enough defensively to push the ball backward. Christopher has it. Goes backward. Strong defensive work there. Though by Nunes, he was aiming to get his captain going. Ryan trying to play that one over. Since the departure though of Riley in the midfield, St. Mary's had definitely gone a bit quiet. So look at that uniform of the Trinity East team. I want you to remember that. Look at the uniform of the Trinity East team. And then when the ball is up by the St. Mary's College team, you look at that uniform. Calendar just playing it back, keeping it in play. Good work there. But it is cleared out. Up and away. Parks. Beautiful ball over. Finds Thomas. Thomas. Ryan. It's off the crossbar. It's off the upright. So Ryan Radelton with the opportunity there for St. Mary's. Trinity looking to come forward. That ball allegedly being kept in play. And a shot from distance. Now look at this keeper. This is the St. Mary's College keeper here going for the ball. The uniforms are very, very familiar. Look at it. So that was the opportunity at the other end. That was Ryan Redelant with the shot. That's the Trinity Moka keeper. There, the ball coming off the crossbar. And then if you look at the other side, and you look at the St. Mary's College keeper, there's something to note for future reference. I know we are going to be using situational refereeing. Of course, you're not going to find the two keepers clashing with each other, or it shouldn't happen. Although a keeper could come for a corner to the end of the game, right? But so we'll use situational ethics there to really work out, allowing the two keepers. But just for me, I don't want to say I'm traditional or old school, but I think we definitely need the two keepers to have two distinctively different uniforms. That's part of the rules, you know. You don't want to enforce the rules hard and fast. You know, it's school football. Some teams may just be curtailed by having funding to have more than one keeper kit or such. But I think these two keepers are definitely too close in uniform for my comfort, really. Because it can be, say, the game was 1-1 and Moka was looking for a goal to go ahead, and they would have sent the keeper into the opposing box. Look at this corner here. Headed on. It was Kalinda, their rising highest. Marley Kalinda. But he headed just wide. So with just about 15 minutes left in this one, St. Mary's College, they lead this 3-0. They got their goals, firstly, off the feet of Christopher Brooks. Then a bit of own goal of the head of Josiah Denell. And then the third goal coming from the penalty mark to the impressive Dylan Riley. Riley, though, soon after was substituted. It seemed like an injury. But since his departure, St. Mary's College has not been as fluent. He definitely was influential to get his partnership together with Harrison Park in the midfield. Definitely, they bossed the midfield in this one. Since then, Trinity Moka has come into the game a bit more. Ball played wider. Ball across. Shot taken. Just flashes wide. Took a bit of a deflection, so it's going to be a corner. Skipper Riley just telling his players, take your time. I'm going to take it. The referee just giving out some instructions. And there we see a substitution about to be made again by St. Mary's, the number 14, making his entrance. He'll get a bit of a cameo. Ball cleared out. Shot from distance. It's charged down. Getting on to the substitute McLeod. Substitute Aaron McLeod. Philip. Nunes back to Philip. Yeah, there was a bit of a handle ball there. Spotted by the referee. She's been excellent, really. Being able to control things. She's not allowed things to get out of hand. She's allowed things to flow. She didn't have to be the center of attraction as some referees love to be. Quite happy to let us see the players who we have come to watch express themselves. Young just committing an infringement in the middle of the field. And it's going to be a free kick here to Benedict Russell. He leaves it. The sting definitely has come out of this one. Meandering to a finish. Lemuel Hercules. Lemuel Hook. The ball going all the way through into the arms of the goalkeeper, who clutches it. Goes down. And then he just bangs the ball upfield. Ball played over the top. Can it be kept in play? And the player has to just put it out for a throw. And there we're seeing Coach Michael Grayson just saying you all should have been much more composed there at the back. Striking a fatherly pose. There Michael Grayson, but going across to take this throw is Benedict Russell. Long throw into the area. Headed clear. Parks comes and wins it for his team. He's quite composed. And coming to take the throw, Nikolai Manswell. In fact, Parks decides to take the throw, so Parks is all over the pitch. Seem to be given the freedom to do what is necessary. And there he is again on the ball. Parks. Early ball over. Parks in a battle, but he loses out. He goes down with a lash in the facial area, but the referee has allowed play to continue. Coming is the Trinity Moka team, and a shot from distance. Rolling there is the Trinity Moka player. More theatrics than anything else. And rule number 1, if you're kicked on your foot, don't untie your boots. Why? Because if you untie your boots, what is going to happen is that blood is going to rush into the area and it's going to get swollen. And you don't want it to get swollen. So you keep your boots tied and you apply ice or ice water to prevent swelling. Tip 101. Well, you see, having stayed down, it was the captain Parks, the referee, just with a smile on her face, she orders him off. And the player, taking off his boots, what he would do is allow the blood to rush into that area. You know, there you will have swelling. Yeah. There's a number of things that, you know, players need to know. One of them, basic, you know, caring for your injuries. If you lash, immediately when you lash, you try to stop the flow of blood to there. Now, here's the flip side. When you want to get healing, blood brings in necessary nutrition to the spot that it has been bothered. So you want to encourage blood flow in that area. But immediately when you're lashed, you want to constrict the blood flow. So you add ice to the area to prevent swelling, reduce swelling. Get rid of the inflammation. So there's a couple tips for young players. St. Mary's here getting their passing game going. Ryan, he's been lively since coming on as a first half substitute. Had a number of opportunities in the first half to get his name on the scorecard. Good defensive header there by Kalinda. He's been solid at the back for St. Mary's. Simple but effective. Ball played over the top here. Going for a bit of a run. But he's just ushered out by Pascal. It's going to be a corner. Trinity Moka down 3 goals to 0, but there seem to be no great hurry to get to the ball. There we see the sponsors logo on the walls of the St. Mary's College. Tiger Tanks. Big thanks and shout out to the Tiger Tanks International. Well, Trinidad, you see there. Ball banged over the top. And it just goes all the way over. It's going to be a goal kick for St. Mary's. They'll be in no great hurry as time begins to wind down in this one. Nelson finds Ryan Radantil. Skipper Parks switching sides beautifully, but unable to really draw it in was McLeod, but he is able to recover. Parks again. I love to spray it one way then the other. It was aimed at Philip, but just out of his reach. Trinity Moka looking to get forward here. Good interpass between Limroy and Russell. Shot blocked by Manswell. And then they come the other way. St. Mary's College. Philip. Ball over, aimed at McLeod. Good control by him. Philip with a shot. Straight at the goalkeeper. So nice attack there by the St. Mary's College team. And that ball just headed out. It's going to be a throw in to Trinity Moka. Bendick Russell. Quite composed at the back. St. Mary's College Young. Switching the play to Ryan. Ryan looking to go for a bit of a run here. Twisting one way then the other. Well, I think it's a bit of a show time here now. His team up 3-0. But he slips past his man. Lays it back. Philip. Still Philip. Parks. But then they lose out. And coming the other way. This is looking dangerous. But across comes a big Pascal and just puts it into touch. So Trinity Moka has really not rise a gallop here. This has been easily handled by this St. Mary's College team. And there we see Nunes just winning out. Plays the ball forward. Looking to go for a bit of a run here was Ryan. His cross not finding his intended target. But he'll have another opportunity to try again. This time he goes for a shot. And it's into the side netting. Well cleared out. Goes only as far as Parks, and Parks is able to come again. This is what has been so disappointing about this Trinity Moka team. You would think they would be able to string passes together. They haven't really gotten any passing sequence going. Seem to have a bit of individual talent. And just a bit of a... I don't want to describe it as foolishness, but a bit of a dumb tackling taking place there. I wonder if number 10, Leroy, is going to find himself in the book. The referee using her discretion, though. Leroy just staying down. You're seeing the tiredness, the frustration there. Not cutting a good sight. St. Mary's College, they've bossed this from the very first whistle. Nelson, the left back, will be taking this with his left boot. Ball lifted in. Oh, the keeper comes, misses. But he doesn't find anyone in that blue and white striped jersey. And then it just goes out of play. It's going to be St. Mary's College. The Trinity Moka team cutting a real forlorn picture here at the St. Mary's College grounds. Definitely expected a lot more from them. The substitution about to be made. Coming on to number 12. He replaces Dante Thompson. So Dante Thompson comes off, and replacing him is the number 12. That's Hazel. It's a Tyrone Hazel. No disrespect, but definitely the handwriting on this Trinity Moka team page leaves a lot to be desired. But here comes the St. Mary's College team. It seems to be Tyrone. So that's the final whistle at the end of it all. St. Mary's College, they win this one 3-0 versus Trinity Moka at the St. Mary's College ground. St. Mary's College with this win seem to have wrapped up the North Zone Championship division. They look forward to the Big Five. At the end of it, it was firstly Christopher Brooks who opened the scoring. Then an own goal by off the head of Josiah Daniel added a double for St. Mary's, and then a penalty by Dylan Riley to close things off as St. Mary's College they win this one 3-0. From all of us here, I want to wish you good night and good luck.